Does anybody else wonder when the apocalypse aha moment is coming? and wish it is muy rápido like me? Does anybody else? Do you wish it was muy rápido that the people have the apocalypse aha moment? The moment you realize, am I part of the Hitler Youth? Am I a propaganda tool bag? Has everything I done in my life involve competition over money, which is genocide? When am I gonna have my apocalypse aha moment? What's the matter, you? Why you looking so sad? Living the Lord's Prayer is not so bad. Shut up in your face, right? And you be looking at these people are crazy. I'm watching the stuff on Access Hollywood with the Met Gala and all that stuff. And you be like, these people, when I talk to them, past, present, and future operate at the same time, they must not know Earl exists. And they must think Jesus is a crazy, fucked up cartoon character in their heads, right? In your head, zombie, right? And it's crazy. And, fuck, it's nuts. That's all I got to say about that. It's just fucked, And I long for that day, because these fuckers are nuts. I'm like, my brain's just like in this, what the fuck? And it's like, y'all know, right? Y'all know you a propaganda tool bag, right? It's like, what Rockefeller used to say in my head about the Facebook, it's a little blue book of the Hitler Youth, right? And I'm like, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. I used to be like, make excuses for them. They ain't that bad. They're trying their best. It's a little blue book of the Hitler Youth. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can hit it with a stick. It ain't going to change. And I had this one little kid, they had a video suggested for me, and he's like, everybody's miserable and all this. He goes, you drive around and everybody's miserable and everybody's sad. I see him at the bus stop and I'd be sad too. You have to do things for money and fight like hell and all this stuff. And you'd be like, they all be like that, and when you watch Dwayne from Tackroot Bible Talk, well, we got to step up and be a dad. That's pretty thin gospels, but we got to do this and what God was saying. It's like, and we got to wait for the magic solution from the sky, or we got to pay attention to me. I'm sad. You're sad. We're all sad. Pay attention to me. I'm sad. We're all sad. Sad. Pay attention to me. Okay. Wait for Jesus to come from the sky. We've been waiting 2,026 years. Give me some more money so we can get to the great by and by. Pay attention to me. I'd like to trend. I'm sad and miserable. We're all sad and miserable. Pay attention to me. I'd like people to listen to me. I'd like people to hear about how sad and miserable I am. I'd like to hear people hear me debate comic books about when the magic guy's coming from the sky to take all the people I like to a magic place in my head and torture everybody else I don't like eternally in my fucked up head. Okay, and you're like, what the fuck? And everybody talks about what's happening, but nobody offers any viable solutions, right? We have the sheep detective, but you're sitting there and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I'm sad, you're sad, we're all sad. Well, let's live the Lord's Prayer. They don't, pay attention to me. The world sucks. One day it will get better, but I don't know any viable solutions. I don't know how to live any viable solutions. I've never read a viable solution in my life. And if I had read it, I thought he said he killed to pay for me. I'd be disgusting because I always want money because I'm sick. And you're like, fuck! Take on me, take on me, take me on, take on me, I'll be gone to eternity. Boop, boop, doop, boop, 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 doop, boop, doop, boop, boop. Come on, let's take that song and put Chris from Family Guy in it, and trend stuff for A Bag of Weed for Seth MacFarlane, Brian Stewie, the dog that can't decide if it wants to fuck his mother or kill it. It's nuts. Okay? They're crazy. And the man turns himself into a teddy bear that uses produce to have sex with Nora Jones. Okay? And is not sure if there's any God while he's out flying around in the Orville looking for space. And find out who you are. You're going to fly away like John Denver and Olivia Newton-John, and they're both dead and gone. Yesterday is dead and gone. And we still have nobody wanted to live a viable solution to, it sucks. I'm depressed. I'm sad. We're all sad and miserable. But when Jesus comes from the sky, I won't be sad and miserable anymore. I still need your money to pay assholes to live here. And everybody that doesn't think that the God in my head is God is going to be tortured eternally in my head as long as my head lasts. This is Dwayne in Tech Room Bible Talk. Oh, Pope Leo, save us! And then there's fucking Elon Musk. And the, I don't know his name, Indian guy. I'm going to have more robots than people have cars. And they don't offer any viable solutions either. Life will be miserable if you don't submit to my economic demands and solutions. I'll give you a small, tiny box to live in that will survive tornadoes, but you better make sure that sucker is tied down. I'll give you my robot to kill you if you try to replace me as the world engineer of economics. And then if you think you're all going to kill me, I'll go try to live on Mars. But in a robot body, right, in a robot body. Okay. Megatron. Take Starscream. No, Starscream tries to kill you and replace you. Okay. Take Optimus Prime. He's a sucker. He's an all-day sucker. But you can trust him. What about jazz? You're going to need good music. You got Scatman Crothers. Lots of scat singing. And he'll come to pick up your trash. That's on Chico and the Man. Don't be discouraged. The man is so hard to understand. Chico. If you try now, I'm sure that you can lend a helping hand, 'cause there's good in everyone, and a new day has begun. You can see a better one-liner from Prada Devil Wearer to, I don't know, all these one-liners. That's a hideous skirt. Wow, that's real swell of you to talk shit about somebody's sister's or mother's skirt, That's functional and charming, like a kilt. Why is the skirt hideous? Can you explain why the skirt is hideous? Why do you think it's hideous? You know what's hideous? Fucked up opinions by people that are egotistical. That's hideous. Why did you offer a fucked up opinion from a hideous person? I don't know. You think it's because your attitude is hideous, which made the skirt then thus hideous? How insidious. Mm-hmm. Everybody roll your eyes up in the air. Now drive. She said, Tom James, and he hit the gas, right? I had that smelled that perfume in my own room. Yeah. Why did she go shoot Dark Lady and the Man? Why didn't she just dump him? I mean, why were they laughing and kissing? Took my money. So, okay, because just like, why did she kill him? When you go in and you think, okay, look, you're a receiver, he's a transmitter. You're a Grell, he's not an Ark of the Covenant. He's not a sire of the Ark of the Covenant. He's an asshole. You walk up to Dark Lady and say, thank you. Thank you muy mucho. I'm muy excited to be losing this loser. You thank her and you leave. You don't kill her. No. Forgive them 7 times upon infinity. Love thy enemy. Walk up and say, hey, hope the roving dick ends with you. As you wait to see who the next will be, you'll think of me. Right? The new wears off and the glare is gone. Right? It's good. Is that from, You See My Friend? Is that from one of the best man albums of all time? Is that from Leaving Town? I don't remember. It's a good album, though. It's a manly man album. Yeah. There she goes again, see her smiling. So happy with the new love that she's found. See a whisper in his ear. Charlie's Theron and Terror, whatever. Why do you make psychotic, stupid movies like this? I get it. It's all part of the little blue book of the Hitler Youth. Propaganda. I'm a propaganda tool bag. When are you gonna realize you're a propaganda tool bag? When are you gonna have the take on me, cry wolf? When are you gonna have that aha moment that you finally pull your head out of your ass and you want to live the Lord's Prayer because you want to sustain life on planet Earth through the faith of Psalms with the wisdom of Proverbs? Love, love, love. Why'd you take so long to come to me? Tell me where you hiding all the time. Don't you think this is child abuse and neglect? Telling people doing irrational, excessive, compulsive behaviors for money that gets people murdered in mass genocide and children raped to death in brothels and men raped to death in prisons. And then it does not rehabilitate anyone. Rehabilitation is living the Lord's Prayer and then the faith of Psalms and sustaining it with the wisdom of Proverbs. That's rehabilitation. Putting man into institutionalization, for indoctrination, for incarceration, even after he feels he's no longer incarcerated, because he is now the 14th Amendment. He is indentured servitude until he can own people, build robots, and then go to Mars with his robots because he's afraid the guy who builds more robots than him might try to kill his or destroy his robot. Clone. Oh, God. Damn! I said it. I didn't mean to. Possessive pronoun, damn. They're using the word wrong. You can't goddamn things, right? God's omniscient, omnipotent. Okay? Yeah. God's infinite omniscience. Okay, you can't damn God. We know. You can't goddamn. I and the power of God can build you. The power of Christ can build you. Hey, look, it's Mike Myers. But do you understand? You do know that Farley was supposed to play Shrek before Myers. Remember, he used to do the little Scottish skit on his SNL and shit. That's who they wrote it for, and then he died, and of course Myers had to do it because Chris was deceased, right? So oh yeah, man. Hey, look, it's a lowrider commercial. Dum bum 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 dum 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 dum. Money is law. Law is money. Dum dum. You really think Jeffrey Hinton's superior artificial general intelligence is going to be as dumb as you for long? And that Earl doesn't exist and got ran over in the parking lot of a Best Buy in Loman in Las Cruces back in 2013 during the Obama administration? Be sure to like me on social media. The little blue book of the Hitler Youth. TAC wins. Wins what? What do you win? Okay. You don't even get a lousy copy of our home game. I lost on Jeopardy, baby. Nobody's watching these. We already discussed that earlier today. Yeah. Were you paying attention? Maybe not. Did you pass the bar exam? Okay. Sorry. I crack me up. I need it. Every once in a while, you need one thing I'd like to say in the Messiah's behalf. When I'm feeling like there's nobody intelligent in the world, and I honestly watch his YouTube, the Messiah makes me laugh. How do you hold a moonbeam in your hand? How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? Yeah, that's a good song. I like that. Anybody else like that song? When I'm with her, I'm confused a bit. Yeah, it's one of me little favorites. It's cute. Yeah. Well, I was watching the news and all the stuff with the concert, and I used to feel sorry for the kids, both on both business ends. Now I just look and go, we are what we do. To be or not to be, that is the question. And, Jesus, the one who keeps me where I get like Earl focus. Jesus gave me Suzuki and he gets me focused, but the one who really gets me focused on Earl. I'm like, what? Because there's this Gaither family gospel hour thing and they're all singing, right? And one guy's crying and they're singing, and Jesus is sitting there, steam's coming out of his ears. I'm like, well, okay, break it down to me, Jesus. He goes, Earl, they're not crying over me being murdered to give them the example to live the Lord's Prayer to deliver them from the evil of the Roman Empire. They're crying about, it's all about them. My great-grandpappy was shot in the head fighting over a pig in Appalachia. Save him, Jesus. My other great-grandpappy was shot by a coal miner that lost his son in the mines. Save me, Jesus. Save me. My uncle dropped bombs on the Japanese, the New Mexicans, and the Okinawans, and I feel like the devil. Save me, Jesus. I'm a-crying. Okay, stand up and live the Lord's Prayer, you little bastard. Okay, so he gets mad. He's really mad. More pissed off than the Bellamy Brothers song. Yeah, Jesus is coming and he's pissed, right? Life's eternal and grace is infinite. Jesus sees through the eternal spirit of the Messiah. Okay. That's why he always tells me, Earl, what? Do you know who they are? No. Did you know who they were? No. I'm just finding out about it myself, Earl. Okay. Guys, even if Jesus gets moved to the year 3000, Andre. Sorry, Mrs. Jackson. Okay, even if he gets used to the year 3000, right? How many people are in the world today? How many people have been in the world? And unless he's talking to the molecular similitude of himself in the present, how is he going to know you exist presently in the year 3000 until you've done something to ignore or fuck me over or piss me off or make me feel like, oh, that was cute, thanks, okay. Well, thanks, you made my day. That was real sweet of you, right? Do you understand? So when you meet me, like say you're going shopping at Loman, at Walmart, and Earl's going shopping, and we meet and we talk, okay? Guess what? That's the first time in this physical body that you're walking around in that Jesus knew who you were. Because you met Earl. And Earl's a guy like Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John. It's called science. It's called genetics. Ask Richard Dawkins. Read his fucking book if you can comprehend it. He's kind of condescending, abrasive, and obnoxious. But do you understand? Does Snooky understand? Snooky opens up. Snooky, she's the one with the obnoxious, cute little girl with the probably got the stuff done on the lips and the big boobies on the Jersey Shore. Snooky's cancer battle. Okay, because she has lots of stress in her life and she lives in a toxic environment. If she stood up for the Lord's Prayer and we stopped driving cars for bars and wars, she most likely probably go into remission and have a longer, healthier, more, fun life. Well, she'd have a lot less fucking stress. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So, but it's hard, when people are distracted and they're part of the, oh, your daughter's cute. She's cute. Is she cute? Is she a girl? Yeah, I like the girly girls. They're so cute. Yeah, daughters are cute. Okay. I had 3 in my life. One was named Ray Ray Shanae. We all know her as Natalie Michelle. Other was named Emily Grace. We all know her as Plissy Plim. Other one is Kate Addison. We all call her Katie Bug, but she says, because her mom says, no, I named you Kate, like Kate Winslet. Daddy, I Kate. Daddy, I Kate. Kate is, Kate will be 19 years old this month, on the 27th of this month. Okay, so she's 18. She'll be 19 this month. She makes faces and lips like my Natalie does. It's cute. But shimmy shimmy cocoa bop, was it? Okay, Crummy will be 16 on the 11th of October this year. Noah will be 26 on the 23rd of September this year. Okay. Emily turned 22 on the 14th of January this year. Natalie turned 27 I want to say on this, is it the 4th or the 6th of January? I always screw up her and Stephanie on their dates. Is Stephanie the 4th of September? It was the 4th of September, a day I'll always remember, because that was the day. I don't remember. I get the right date on that? I don't know. Papa was a rolling stone, my son. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone. Yeah. People say Papa wasn't much on thinking, spent his time chasing women and drinking, dealing in death and stealing in the name of the Lord. People say Papa had 3 outside children and another wife, and that ain't right. Mama just turned her head and said, son, Papa was a rolling stone, my son. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. It wasn't a home. It was this place he'd flop to fuck and scheme, like most of you all. That's a home. Are you living the Lord's Prayer? You sustaining it with the faith of Psalms and the wisdom of Proverbs? Well, then you just plopping your clothes down to scam for money to fuck. And you think you love the cuties. You think you love the kids. You don't love babies. You're baby abusers and neglectors. You're Bill Nye the Science Guy. Religion is child abuse and neglect. Are you living the Lord's Prayer there, Cundalinga's face? Do you need more money to fuck? I'm going to call Professor Proton's lawyer on you. Tack wins. Shit. We suck again. Mm-hmm. You need a lot less chemicals and stuff like Lysol and stuff when you're living right. Okay. When you're living right, it affects animals. It affects the behaviors of animals. When you build to last and your domicile has more of a barrier between you and nature, and you're less aggressive with nature, nature's less aggressive with you, you'll find it will radically change worldwide, especially the weather, which will be extremely nice. And the weather will make, they had the thing, one guy, lake mead is dry now. It's lake mead supposed to do that. And then once we bring down the dams, okay, then when we bring down the dams and start parking all the cars, bars, and wares activities, then, the earth will tell the planet will dig up all the salt flats, which are called freeways, highways, and parking lots, pay paradise, put up a parking lot, and bop, 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 bop. And then we'll spend more time being agrarian in our own family time, because there's not much better, right, than gardening with the most beautiful woman in the world. So, hey, if you happen to see the most beautiful girl who was gardening with me, tell her I love her. Tell her wear my favorite pair of gray sweats when we do it. Sweats are the best, man. I live in sweats now. Sweats and tees. T-shirts and sweats. That's all I want to wear. Jeans are nice for working in, so, if you can get a nice, comfortable pair. You don't want them squeezed too tight that they do problems on your testicular stuff, because you want your testicular area comfy, You don't want the jeans, like, pulling it in and trying to show it off. Like, what's he trying to show off? I'm a grower, not a shower, and I definitely like these jeans shoving my testicles all the way up into my colon, okay? Or my bladder, or whatever, wherever, whenever. My gut health, okay? And so, Melrose Place reunion. I never did used to watch that, y'all. I ain't never watched it once. I saw tidbits of 90210. I didn't watch that neither. Dalton's Creek or whatever. I know none of those. PRLFQ spells mom and dad. I would watch me and Patrick. I did watch What's the Story? Wishbone, and it was Bill Bellamy or Chris Rock who plays the my cousin Skeeter. Yeah, we used to watch that. We used to watch the Hillary Duff thing. Which one was that? What was the one Hillary Duff was in? I can't remember the name of it. But he also liked Shelby Woo. Yeah, he watched that. So anything when, people that weren't voiced by Kyla Pratt, we did watch the Pride Family, stuff like that. I have a crush on Kyla Pratt. I think she's cute. Yeah, she's a cutie pie. A crush. I can have crush on younger girls. There's nothing wrong with that. If Michael Douglas can marry Catherine May Zeta-Jones, I can have a crush on younger women. Oh, shut the fuck off. You can't judge me. Me and Tupac gonna kick your ass, motherfucker. You understand? So, but we already done did. That's true. We already done did. I don't have to. Past, present, future operate at the same time. I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. I stood up basically all by myself, all right, to save us from Wu-Tang's big honors and shit like that. All that crazy ass bullshit. I need more money to fuck. Yeah, bitch, lay your head down. You know what I'm saying? No, hip hoppers and rappers come up in here is like, damn. He obliterated my entire money-grubbing fucking existence in 2 fucking minutes. That's because you've been fucking your whole life. It should take less than 2 fucking minutes. Live the Lord's Prayer, stop acting like a bitch. There you go. Boom. Say it again. War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Do you know what happened to Edwin Starr? Remember that guy at Circles? Come in and ask about Edwin Starr, and I was, nah, man, I don't have any information, man. If he's still with us, he doesn't have that problem. Gemini, could you tell me about what happened with Edwin Starr? We go look it up on YouTube right after I'm done loading this on Google Free TV. Yes, sir. 1 spoon of chocolate at a time, right? Crazy ass motherfuckers. I love you. You having your aha moment yet? Where are they from? Finland or whatever? Natalie, when I showed them the real one, not the Seth MacFarlane one, she was, oh my gosh, I know you'd be crushing, right? Because the guy's cute and he's got a great voice. If I was a girl, I'd probably be crushing too. My gosh, Dad, he's so gorgeous and his voice is so amazingly good. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I showed it to you, girl. I love y'all too. All right, we'll talk tomorrow. You'll talk like shit. I'll listen real good. I'll talk legit. You'll listen like shit. You'll talk like shit. I'll listen real good. I'll talk legit. We'll do it again until I'll be here in further notice until I get your fucking technology from taxpayer money fixed. And then you won't have to worry about settling claims for pennies on the dollar. And then dumbass won't have to happen. All right, guys? I love you. All right, peace out, man.